Los Angeles in the 90s was a battleground. The crack epidemic, racial tensions, and an all-out war between Bloods and Crips turned the streets into a war zone. Gang culture wasn't just about survival, it became a lifestyle influencing everything from fashion to music. Out of this environment emerged a new wave of artists who used rap to tell the world their stories. They weren't just rappers, they were active gang members, bringing raw, unfiltered reality to the microphone. This is the story of one of the most notorious voices to come out of that era, a man whose influence stretched from the streets to the studio, and whose life was cut tragically short. Bruce Anthony Parrish Jr. was born on December 12, 1974, in Los Angeles, California. Growing up in South Central LA during the late 70s and 80s meant being surrounded by a culture heavily influenced by gang activity, economic hardship, and racial tensions. While details about his immediate family remain scarce, B-Brazy was raised in an environment where survival often depended on who you knew and the choices you made. During the late 70s and 80s, gang wars between the Bloods and Crips were at an all-time high. The crack epidemic hit hard, leading to increased violence and police crackdowns. South Central Los Angeles in the 80s and 90s was shaped by gang violence, drugs, and police crackdowns. The war between the Bloods and Crips dominated the streets, with sets like the Rollin' 60s Neighborhood Crips, 8-Tray Gangster Crips, Denver Lane Bloods, and Bounty Hunter Bloods battling for territory. The crack epidemic fueled both wealth and warfare, as gangs like the Hoovers and Grape Street Watts Crips built empires on drug money. Law enforcement hit back with aggressive tactics, but police brutality and racial tensions only made things worse. As he got older, B-Brazy became heavily involved with the Denver Lane Bloods, DLB, a notorious blood set in South Central LA. But gangbanging wasn't his only hustle. He was also a well-known figure in the world of pimping. He's believed to be the first to put a Mexican woman on Figueroa, a well-known prostitution strip in LA.
Because he was a monster pimp. He used to take all the Hoover bitches, the Hoover nigga bitches on Fig. That's why they call him Mr. Figueroa.
The Denver Lane Bloods originated in the 1970s and were primarily based in the 109th and Figueroa area of South Central Los Angeles. Known for their intense rivalries with Crip sets like the Rollin' 60s Hoovers and 8-Tray Gangsters, the Denver Lanes were deeply embedded in the gang culture of LA. The gang was involved in drug trafficking, robberies, and street politics, making them one of the most feared blood sets in the city.
Man, I swallowed some dope. I'm thinking I can swallow the dope, go to jail and shit it out or something, you understand me? Nigga, I swallowed that motherfucking Quelo, nigga, I was in the hospital, nigga, like a motherfucker.
B-Brazy wasn't just another gang member. He was one of the most outspoken and flamboyant personalities in the set.
I was on our ass enough to actually be there. Because when the shit really did hit the fan, mama was the only one.
His wild energy, fearlessness, and flashy style made him a known figure both in the streets and the rap game. He was also deeply involved in pimping, a game that often went hand in hand with gang life in LA. Pimping wasn't just about money, it was about power, influence, and respect in the underworld. B-Brazy was known for his smooth talk, flashy style, and ability to control the track. Unlike many gang members who stuck strictly to hustling drugs or robberies, he saw pimping as a way to make money while keeping his hands in the drug game. Figueroa Street, or the Fig Track, has long been one of the most active prostitution areas in LA. B-Brazy is widely believed to be one of the first pimps to put a Mexican woman on Fig.
He was pimping, young nigga pimping. He would take all the young bitches, but he really liked the Mexican bitches and shit. So he had a bitch that went to jail that met the homegirl pimping, stayed in the AP's Tootie Burger. And when his bitch get out, she started living with Keisha. Yeah, he stayed over there with that bitch. And that bitch used to hoe out the APs, used to leave the APs, go get bread, come back. And shit, he was there for like a month.
In the 1990s, the game was dominated by black pimps and prostitutes, with very few Mexican or Latina women involved in street-level prostitution. By introducing Mexican women to the track, B-Brazy changed the game, influencing how prostitution operated in LA for years to come.
Deuces.
Killer.
The Freemans, Rice Krispies,
We got bubble gum.
the Busters.
We got straight static with these motherfuckers. These is the niggas that we added with. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers.
Cheese toast, 11A, one nacho.
It's like every year thing for us. You know what I'm saying? Day in and day out.
Fuck
We got
one nacho.
We got
Fuck
personal.
one
The Denver Lanes cliques consist of 106th Street lanes, 108th Street lanes, 109th Street lanes, 111th Street lanes, and 115th Street lanes. The Denver Lane Gangster Bloods also have a subset in Pasadena, a city in the San Gabriel Valley. This subset is known as the Pasadena Denver Lanes, PDL, which formed another subset in Altadena, known as the Altadena Denver Lanes, ADL, aka Altadena 50s. These subsets mainly feud with the Altadena Block Crips and the Pasadena Raymond Avenue Crips. The Denver Lane Bloods are clicked up with the Crenshaw Mafia Bloods to form the Mafia Lanes, or Denver Mafias, and the Athens Park Bloods. They are also friendly towards the Harvard Park Brims, Bloodstone Villians, and the Weirdos Gangster Bloods.
About all enemies. The Rainers, the Broadways, the East Coast, the Hoovers, they all surrounded in a little pocket, a couple of streets. And they was notorious. And them niggas had the dope popping over there in the 90s, early 90s. How them niggas getting their money. They was fucking with the Inglewood niggas. They was called Mafia Lanes. So they ran with the Inglewood card, football games, baseball games. Yeah, them niggas are really money boys, fly nigga pimps, and cold killers. You gotta be killers to be surrounded by the East Coast, the Broadway, the Hoovers, the Rainers. And when you beefing with the Hoovers, all the Hoovers come. Just not the Hoovers you next to. So if you beefing with the 107 or the 9 Deuces, the A4 Hoovers come and the 74 Hoovers come, so you beefing with the whole part. But they got blocks though, so they should run from like, always say on the other side of 108 from the liquor store back to 120th, from Fig to Hoover.
The Denver Lane Bloods' arch enemies are the Hoover Criminals, 92, 94, 83, and the 107 Hoover Criminal Gangs, Hard Time Hustler Crips, and the Raymond Avenue Crips, located in the West Athens neighborhood of South Los Angeles, east of the 110 freeway. Their rivals are the 112 Broadway Gangster Crips and the 118 East Coast Block Crips. West of Vermont Avenue, their main enemies are the Underground Crips and all neighborhood Crips, especially the 111 Neighborhood Crips and 112 Neighborhood Crips. The Denver Lanes are rivals of the Inglewood Neighborhood Pyro Bloods, Mad Swan Bloods, Inglewood Family Gang, among others, despite being Bloods. Despite his life in the streets, B-Brazy found another way to make his mark, through music.
B-Bot, you not like bang on tables and rap, like with the pencil. So he come from like rapping from jail or YA or something. And a lot of his game, his rapping game, come from pimping on the streets dealing with hoes. He was a nut, but he was a rapper and a pimp. But yeah, his style is still being used right now. On the likes of Kendrick Lamar. I'm gonna find that song too.
In the early 90s, a groundbreaking rap project called Bangin on Wax brought Blood and Crip rappers together to create music that reflected their world. Produced by Ronnie Ron, Bangin on Wax in 1993 was a rap album that featured real gang members from both sides. It was a way to express gang culture through music rather than violence, though it didn't completely eliminate real-life conflicts. Released in 1994, Bangin on Wax 2. The Saga Continues was the follow-up to the original Bangin on Wax project. While the first album introduced the world to gangsta rap collaborations between rivals, the sequel went even harder with more aggressive lyrics and street-focused storytelling.
I wake up in the morning, pop my clip up in my shit. I'm putting in work, smoking a crab like a bigorit. One more crab, had to die, niggas wonder why. I sit back, relax in the cut as his mama cry.
B-Brazy debuted on Bangin on Wax 2, The The saga continues.
Hey yo, watch the Dauphine. Hey yo, man, yo, ain't yo YG B-Brazy, Westside Devil ain't gangsta. 109 streets is in a house and hoes just swinging off the lanes. Because we got riders that's sitting on things. So bitch, back the fuck on up and let this young gangsta blood grab the mic and go nuts.
Another ruthless diss track where B-Brazy and other blood rappers directly targeted Crip gangs with aggressive lyrics. While Bangin' on Wax 2 featured multiple rappers, B-Brazy's contributions helped solidify him as one of the most memorable artists from the blood side of the project. For B-Brazy, this project was an important stepping stone that helped launch his career and build his reputation beyond the streets. After the success of Bangin' on Wax, the blood-affiliated rappers formed Damu Rightus. The Damu Rightus rap group consisted of the Bloods, who branched off from the original Bloods and Crips in 1995. The Bloods became Damu Rightus, and the Crips became Nationwide Rip Rightus. Most of the members were either from LA Denver Lane Bloods or Crenshaw Mafia Bloods. Damu Rightus members were Blood members Lil Hawk, Big Y, Redrum 781, Sugar Booga aka Dog, Peanut 2 aka KP, Lil Laniac 2, Tiptoe, Pimp D, Spider aka SP, and OG Mad-Eye, June Dog, OG Len, and 8-Ball. Ramon McKissick aka Peanut 2 was a Denver Lane Blood member and a member of the rap group Damu Rightus. On November 15, 1995, Peanut was killed by an East Coast Crip member named Bruce Millsap. Millsap was later connected to a string of robbery murders and received 8 death sentences plus 200 years. The Damu Rightus released 2 albums, Damu Rightus and How Deep Is Your Hood. The album released only one video for the single called Damu Ride.
With blue rags, well let the crap killing bitch killing braids hit the stage, drop the mic and all the bitches pussy start to get glazed. What's happening? Blood into the lane, straight crap killer gang. Backies hang like it's the thing, blood. Fool, I'm rolling with the killers, bitch. The mafia, Denver's couple of the blood.
Which featured B-Brazy, Lil Hawk, SP Spider, Tip Top, Pimp D, and Peanut 2, aka KP.
Surprise that all this dick you're taking, coming so hard, looking like your Harlem shaking. I hit 109 circles, killing cock on your magic. Sweet daddy got dick, sweet daddy gets active. Like that, all like this. Give it up, slide like this. 2-step, slide like this. Do the blood walk, I do mine like this. Look at mine, still super dime bitch. Told all the homegirls, girl, he got dick. And now they wanna hit, and now they wanna flip. And rolling through the lanes and follow me crazy for some dick. And guess what? Your baby mama give boo head, hit her at the spot like an R. Kelly boo.
B-Brazy also made guest appearances on the relative singles Like That and Closer.
You niggas with me, type of nigga that shoot up anybody. Never turn against me, gave him a couple beats. He didn't grow up with us, but if it was drama in the hood, then it was drama with us. Little did I know he was drunk every time that we bust. Soon as the liquid courage run out, you was bound to get touched. One of your mouth on shit that you knew nothing about, and almost got my homeboys messed out. But what you thinking about? Think that you gon' get?
And Mac 10 Ghetto, Gutter, and Gangsta album on a song called Figaro Rider.
Oh, y'all niggas know my name. Whoop, whoop, bang on everything. Bright red strings, hanging out the Regal with them long diamond chains. Figaro Rider gang. Man, these niggas better.
The Relatives was a rap duo consisting of Big Y and Sugar Booga, both of whom were originally members of the blood-affiliated rap group Young Soldiers in the early 1990s. In 1998, Young Soldiers dismantled after their departure from Death Row Records. Big Y and Sugar Booga, previously known as Dog, formed a rap group called The Relatives. Lil Hawk was also a key figure in the Damu Rightus rap group. Lil Hawk and Big Y are regarded as one of the first to associate the term whoop whoop with Bloods on a song called Mafia Lane.
Tell your friends that.
Meaning of whoop whoop, say like if you turned your back and I like your camera, and I'm finna go steal your camera. You don't know, I'm gonna tell them whoop whoop. That means I'm finna steal your camera.
You got whoop.
They know, oh, this nigga like he, but you don't know shit though, because you don't know that term, what that means.
And it means different things at different stages.
There you go.
Yeah. It means different things.
Hawk caught a murder case and was incarcerated. He is also a member of the Inglewood Crenshaw Mafia gang. In recent years, Lil Hawk has been featured on tribute song to Brazy Westside YGs with another Westside rapper D-Boy 223.
Abortion in Inglewood, Inglewood abortion.
I used to be that stupid motherfucker, cherry the hood up on my back. 2 straps, I blast first and the other bust back. From the same gang, you ain't this shit, we ain't the same. I be that brazy ass roost, I put that work about my neck.
It's the one that owe the phone, back up in the door, and all these bitches ain't shit. They on the blade, still home. Here I dope another foot, you know I'm so damn G. Hit the block, it don't stop, somebody blaze the week. I mean, hey, we don't play, we do it like every day. In a biddy, it's not pretty, it just look that way.
Even with his success in music, B-Brazy remained tied to the streets. His name carried weight, but that also meant he had enemies. In 2003, his life came to a violent end. On May 9th, 2003, B-Brazy was shot and killed at the Sandman Motel in Inglewood, California. He was found with multiple gunshot wounds and was pronounced dead at the hospital.
There was a report that he was in Lennox and Hawthorne, Inglewood area, to go in the store and get into it. The followed him by, waited on him. And then the other report, his bitch he was fucking with, his family thought he hit him, stole their dope, flocked on him. Yep, that's 2 stories. Didn't nobody catch him. It was, you know, like the Hoover didn't kill him, the Rams didn't kill him. It was damn near like a setup. They knew exactly who he was, or knew exactly who they was hitting. Anytime you get your man like that, it don't necessarily mean it's a setup, but it means that you know who you're coming for. It seemed like they knew who they wanted. Yeah, when that shit hit the street, that shit was crazy. The way he was banging on wax, you would have thought he would have been got killed. He probably the kind of little nigga that been banging since the 3rd grade, 2nd grade of elementary. Literally gang banging. Probably see a Hoover in elementary and beat him up kind of shit. I don't think he got no smut on his name. He died too young. He the first nigga, if I'm not mistaken, to put a Mexican bitch on Figueroa. I don't know about a white bitch, but I'm talking about back in our day, like 90 to like 98. He the first nigga to have a Mexican bitch on a track. Can't really talk about the work he put in, but you can tell he don't got, you know he had to. Brother get killed. Spider, he got killed on Crenshaw. My nigga Troy, his brother, he got shot in the head in his car. The nigga brought the hat to school one day in like 95, 96 or some shit. Whenever he got killed, he brought the nigga hat. He had one of them college basketball hats. I don't know if it was like Maryland.
Even though B-Brazy's life was cut short, his impact on West Coast rap and gangsta rap culture is undeniable. His music still resonates with fans who appreciate the raw, unfiltered reality he rapped about. He collaborated with The Relatives, Mac 10, Bloody Mary, and more. His style influenced later underground West Coast rappers. B-Brazy's story is one of talent, loyalty, and the harsh realities of street life. His music gave us a glimpse into the world he lived in, one filled with both pride and pain. Though he's gone, his voice continues to live on in the legacy he left behind. Thank you for tuning into the story of B-Brazy. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Well, it's the B to R to A and Y to the Z, and goddamn, I'm so high, I'm looking like a Korean. Whoop whoop, and I swoop in a coupe de ville. Pigtails looking proper, plus I'm dressed to kill.